there are growing indications that the opposition leaders may soon dump the African Democratic Congress for All Democratic Alliance, ADA. This is because it is becoming obvious that with the infiltration of the ruling party and the Tinubu presidency on the African Democratic Congress, which has led to all kinds of leadership crises and challenges, the leaders are mulling the prospect of moving to a party of their own. And that party of their own is ADA, All Democratic Alliance. That is the party that it appears that these leaders are looking up to now to move to. Having seen the many landmines in the ADC. This is despite the fact that recently the Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu recognized the interim national leadership of African Democratic Congress led by the national chairman, former Senate President David Mark, and the former Osun State Governor Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola. This is because, despite the fact that INEC has formally recognized them as the leaders of ADC, all is not well, because the former deputy national chairman of the party, Nafiu, is still claiming that he is the new chairman of the party, and he has gone to court to challenge INEC's recognition of David Mark and Aregbesola. So there's still a lot of landmines that is facing ADC in terms of litigation. And all these litigations are distractions. Recall that it's over a month now that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar had wanted to collect his registration card as a member of ADC after he formally resigned from the PDP. But he had to put off the collection of his membership card in his hometown, Jeddah, in Adamawa State, for all kinds of reasons. But part of it is believed to be the leadership uncertainty. And then the fact that he was said to be waiting for some governors that would defect from the ruling party to join ADC, or that would defect from the PDP to join the ADC, which had not yet happened. But it is based because of the uncertainty in the future of ADC. And if you look at Peter Obi is still with Labour Party. Labour Party also is among the parties that has been infiltrated, parties that have been infiltrated by the presidency and the APC, creating all kinds of leadership crisis with all kinds of litigations going on. Okay, you look at the SDP, where Governor Nasir El-Rufai is coming from. They are also facing leadership challenge to the level that they even claim that the former governor of Kaduna State is not their member, and some sections say they have banned him for 30 years from joining the party. So all these problems have been swirling around the ADC, making it an unsure platform for the coalition until recently, last week, INEC gave a lifeline to the opposition leaders, not by recognizing the Mark and Arabeshala, no. But when INEC last week recognized, give temporary recognition to 14 political associations to move to the final stage of being recognized as political parties. And All Democratic Alliance is one of them. That was a lifeline that INEC has given to the opposition, because this is a brand new party. And the reason that this brand new party was set up, was agreed on ab initio, was because when Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, Governor Nasir El-Rufai, Amechi, and others, when they were thinking about moving a platform that they will use to challenge the APC, one of the things that was of concern in their mind was that there could be litigations in all those parties. So these leaders were not ignorant that there will be problems, there will be legal problems, there will be issues. So they were not taken by surprise. Because of that, they had around June 19, 2025 or thereabout, they had set up a committee that was led by former governor of Rivers State, Amechi, to file for the registration of All Democratic Alliance, that will be a brand new party in which they can use to challenge for the election of 2027. And this committee that was headed by Amechi submitted preliminary letter or application to the Independent National Electoral Commission for approval. And when that was submitted, INEC raised a lot of issues that it didn't meet the requirement or thereabout. I think that was what triggered them to say, okay, we just have to dive in and look for a platform that we'll have to use following that initial setback. They have to look for another platform as a result of that. And they now picked ADC. But luckily enough for them, 3 months after that initial setback, the party, they had wanted a brand new party that is not having old members, that nobody can come and claim he is the chairman, he is the secretary, he is this and that, is coming to fruition with the potential of the registration of All Democratic Alliance ADA. So this has now provided opportunity for these leaders to congregate around this party and make it the party of the future, the party of 2027. Is that the best thing that they could do, or should they continue with the ADC? Now, INEC has given them a lifeline, because one of the things that we have held against INEC, even in this channel, was that INEC had been sitting on over 77 applications for registration. There are about more than 77 political associations seeking registration with INEC, and INEC has sat on it for so long. And it is now that the INEC chairman is on the verge of leaving. that he's given approval to about 11 of them, which includes ADA, about 11 or 14 of them, which includes ADA, that they should get set for the final process of being recognized as political parties. That they are approving this. They ought to have done this before. They ought to have done this before. And the good thing is that, from what I understand, the way the thing has gotten now, there will be no going back. They can't go back and say that these parties cannot be registered, because it's like, by acknowledging these 14 parties, it is as good as having been registered. Okay, so this to me is good news for these opposition leaders who President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC have infiltrated all the other opposition parties that are already in existence to make sure that they are too difficult or impossible for some people to run in it. So this new party is a good development, but that is not the solution to the problem of Nigeria, because the truth of the matter is that the APC and the presidency has no business interfering in political parties' affairs, as they are being alleged to be doing. And the judiciary itself has become a problem in Nigeria. Judiciary will be given vague judgments. How can a Supreme Court of a country give judgment and then you'll be looking for lawyers to interpret the judgment? The judgment of the Supreme Court should be written in simple English without ambiguity. Look at what is happening to Labour Party. Supreme Court gave judgment on the leadership of the party, and all the factions are claiming that the Supreme Court rule in their favor. Who does that? Which nation judiciary does that? Which country do you get that kind of mess? Which country in the world? That's why nobody has respect for Nigeria. No investor want to come to Nigeria, because you have to look at the country's judiciary. If you cannot have faith in the judiciary of a country, why would somebody bring his millions of dollars to come and put it inside Nigeria, in a country where judges give vague judgments that people will be scratching their head on what is this judgment all about? Who is the winner? Who is the loser in this judgment? How do you give a judgment in which everybody is claiming he won? Who does that? Which sane country does that? And the same thing is what is playing out in the PDP. They will give judgment on who is the national secretary. Every person in the whole, depending on a part of it you belong, you claim you are the one that won. You insisting, so a Supreme Court will give judgment, then you have to go back to the Supreme Court begging it to interpret what is the judgment. Who does that? The job of the judges is to interpret the law and write it in a simple English and make it clear, and not for people to be debating over what is the judgment. All kinds of people come and be interpreting what you don't know. So the judiciary is part of our problem in this country. Because if not for the judiciary, some of the problems in these parties wouldn't exist. Look at what is happening to the ADC, where that is the subject of our discussion. They just approved the leadership by INEC, only for the other people to say over their dead body, and the courts gave them what they want, that INEC should recognize David Mark and Arabeshala. How do you do democracy? How do you have a democratic nation when practiced this way. So these are the problems that has made ADA as being the best option for now for these leaders, and that's why it's believed that they are looking at it favorably, because the recognition of INEC is often not it's not cast in stone. You can wake up tomorrow morning, you see that INEC has removed your name from the website and put another person there. And you ask them, they will say, well, we just got a judgment from the court. So that they have recognized David Mark today and Arebe Shola today doesn't mean that next week their name will be in the website of INEC. They can be removed tomorrow. So ADA, a brand new party with nobody claiming he's the owner, with nobody claiming anything, to me, is the best bet for the coalition. Even though in this analysis I'm saying it's the best option for them, I still believe that the court should help this country and salvage the Labour Party and others, so that there will be options, so that nobody will be put in a box or box in a corner. Because whether we like it or not, there is a need for Peter Obi to be in the race in 2027. And the other, as good as it is, can still be hijacked by those who have already hijacked ADC. But for all these legal challenges, I don't know what to think about the situation now, where the opposition leaders like Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Madam Nasir El-Rufai, Amechi, and others who already started are looking at it as the next option because of the litigations in the ADC, that could be where they are going to pitch their tent for the 2027 election. What do you think? Do you think they stay in ADC, or do you think they move to ADA? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.